The next morning arrived, and those present at Pancakes by the Bay were wondering where Mike and Leilana were. The only person there who knew where Mike and Leilana were was Penelope the waitress, who was among the people who psychically transported them to the realm where Beetlejuice 2 takes place. A couple named Herbert and Blanche come into the restaurant and sit down at a table. Where's Mike and Leilana? They're always here on Tuesdays. Tuesday mornings. Herbert? Yes, what is it, Blanche? I have a theory, Herbert. A theory? About what, Blanche? A theory about the murder. Is Penelope around? No, she won't hear us, Blanche. My theory is that Penelope committed the murder. Come on. Penelope the waitress? She's trying to solve the murders. I happen to know that she has psychic powers and believe that perhaps she isn't. She has teleported Mike and Leilana to the realm where Beetlejuice 2 takes place. That's ridiculous. Why would you do that, Blanche? Because they suspect she is the murderer. That seems unlikely to me. Meanwhile, Mike and Leilana were wandering around the realm where Beetlejuice 2 takes place. How did we end up here, Leilana? In the realm where Beetlejuice 2 takes place? I don't know. But we need to find a way back. This is astonishing. I just saw something astounding happen. What? For a moment, some kind of an image presented itself to me through what appeared to be a transom connecting the realms where Beetlejuice 2 and Reality Bites 2 takes place. That is astounding. What's even more astounding is that I think I saw for a moment Penelope the waitress peering into our realm. How and why would she be looking at our realm? I have a theory on that. Maybe it's because she suspects that. Maybe it's because that we suspect that she committed the murder. I remain skeptical. Penelope is trying to solve the murder. All of a sudden, Michael and Leilana saw another image flash before their eyes. It was a hideous beast covered with hair and sinister eyes. They thought they heard him say, "We're coming to get you." All of a sudden, Mike and Leilana instantly teleported from the realm where Beetlejuice 2 takes place to the realm where Reality Bites 2 takes place and found themselves in Mike's condominium, sitting on the couch, looking out to the Golden Gate Bridge, standing proudly above the moonlit waters of the bay. How did we get back here? We'll find out. Would you like to practice more dialogue? Sure. Michael and I to practice more dialogue. Here's an example. Michael and I get up early next morning and went to Pancakes by the Bay for breakfast. Penelope takes her order. What'll it be for you this morning? Hi, Penelope. You're looking somewhat mirthful this morning. I'm quite happy this morning. Can you guess why? Let me see. You're not giving me any indication of why you would be so extremely happy this morning. As a matter of fact, I've never seen anybody look as happy as you look this morning. What could possibly account for such profound happiness? I'm unclear about this myself, Penelope. You look so fucking happy. I mean, so fucking happy. I've never in my life seen another human being look so happy. I've seen many happy occasions in my life, such as weddings and garage sales, where people look like they were extremely happy, but not as happy as you look. When I look into your eyes, I can see some kind of a light. I can see some kind of light of meaning and significance, as if all of the deep existential questions that you have been pondering for a lifetime have been answered by some higher power who has brought you into fields of uncompromising beauty, adorned with colors you have never seen, emotions you have never felt, tastes you have never tasted, and exquisite noises you have never heard, where you have found a heightened plateau to live upon. That's just how happy you look. Wait a minute. Did you say that people at garage sales look happy? Yes, I think that people at garage sales, both customers and proprietors, look extremely happy. Why would you be so happy at a garage sale? There's something about a garage sale that inspires happiness in people. That's a chance to engage in conversation with a new person and maybe to find some great bargain on an item that you cherish. There's some amazing finds at garage sales. More often than not, it's just a bunch of garbage that people are just trying to get rid of to make room for other possessions in their home. Sometimes, however, there are great finds. The thrill of the pursuit of unexpected garage sale stuff brings out sensations of extreme happiness. in people. Yeah, that makes sense. And I bet that when the person sells stuff to the other person, they feel a reciprocal mirth from the transaction. Penelope, it is my belief that they do feel a reciprocal mirth from the transaction. Yeah. Now, getting back to my question, why are you so happy? I've been hired by Hollywood as a screenwriter. Really? That's great. Yeah, they love the documentary that I filmed about solving the murder mystery that took place here outside of the Pancakes by the Bay. That's awesome. What's it going to be for you this morning? Um, hmm. Give me the Bayside pancakes and Mountain Morning coffee. Um, and for you, Leilana, give me the Bayside crepes and Mountain Morning coffee. Coming right up. Look out the window, Leilana. They both look out of the window and see the same van that they saw the dead body being thrown into. They were dressed in black. They stared at them ominously and drove off. Okay. Do you want to go back to my condominium? Sure. They finished breakfast and went back to Mike's condominium. They sat on the couch in his living room to talk. You saw the van too? How could I miss it? It was there for what seemed like a split second, then drove off. Nobody else seemed to see it. It did look like the same van that the dead body was thrown into. Yeah, I don't think it was an illusion. How could we both see the same illusion? Now, I don't think we have much reason to believe that Penelope is the murderer. All of a sudden, Mike and Leilani could see Penelope through a transom in another realm in Mike's condominium. A kind of door of perception that has been opened. I heard what you said about me. Through my certain telepathic abilities that I have to read people's minds and even communicate with people in their minds and in their dreams. And I just wanted to inform you that I'm not the murderer. Mine is a white magic, not a black magic. I practice the art of Wicca for the good of humanity. The transom them closed. Wow, that's something. Let's practice some more dialogue. Sure, Mike and Leilana, practice some more dialogue. Here's an exit from it. Now we're going to use some book out of dialogue. Okay. Okay. This is a fun book for a Thursday night. 99 Film Scenes for Actors, written by Angela Nicholas. Okay, let's see. Wait a minute. I never read the preface to this. Should I read it? Okay. Not the acknowledgments. I'm not going to read that. I don't. There isn't a. Is there not a preface? No. Oh, wait a minute. There's an interview with Mark Monroe. Who cares? Who's Mark Monroe? Okay, wait a minute. Let's see. Okay. Drugstore Cowboy, Avenue Pictures, 1989. The year is 1971, and Bob, Diane, and their friends Rick and Nadine wander around Washington and Oregon, staying in any motel or pad, stealing prescription drugs from drugstores and using or selling them. Things things are status quo in their non-lives until Nadine overdoses in a motel room and they are almost caught by the police. Bob decides to return to Seattle and get on rehab. He is successfully doing this when Diane pays an unexpected visit. Interior Bob's room night. A knock comes on the door. Bob is lying in bed playing solitaire. He gets up and answers a knock. A sad old country and western tune is playing on the little radio by Bob's bed. Who's there? It's me, Diane. Jesus, what kind of dump is this? And where's the female? You might as well trot her out. You don't ever change, do you, Diane? You're goddamn right I don't. Why should I? I was just remarking on how good you look. I didn't mean nothing by it. I'll bet. You're slippier than an eel, Bob. No one ever catches you off balance because you stay off balance constantly. Just to stay on your feet. Is that all you got to say? Is that why you come up here? Or did you just want to see me down and out? I just wanted to see you, period. How's that methadone thing? Oh, so. I got a job, but you never expected to see that. No shit. Where are you working? Oh, down at some machine shop in Western. What do you do there? Drill holes? Drill holes? Yeah, like the holes that fit bolts that bolts fit into and such. Oh yeah, how do you like that? Well, to tell you the truth, it's kind of a drag. Then you're really serious. You're going to go on with this thing? Yeah, I am, Diane. Sit down here. Why don't I take off your coat and stay? Why don't you take off your coat and stay a while? Oh, I can't, Bob. I got people waiting down in the car. I just can't. Diane struggles with something in her purse and comes up with a small package. This is from Rick and the rest of us. We kind of thought you might need a taste once in a while. Bob smiles and takes the package. Thanks, Diane. I'm sure you do appreciate your thing. Wait a minute. Thanks. Okay, wait a minute. Bob, yeah. What happened? What made you turn around that day? Wait, it was okay, but not just fucking. Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna do Pulp Fiction. All right. Miramax 1994, screenplay by Quentin Tarantino, directed by Quentin Tarantino. Characters Vincent John Travolta, Jules Samuel L. Jackson. Notice Vincent and Jules work together in Los Angeles. Their boss is Marcellus, a relatively major drug dealer. They've been sent to take care of some guys who are trying to cheat Marcellus out of a deal. They know that it will probably involve killing them. This is typical day for Vincent and Jules. Interior, 74 Chevy. Good morning. An old gas-guzzling, dirty white 1974 Chevy Nova barrels down a homeless-ridden street in Hollywood. In the front seat are two young fellas, one white, one black, both wearing cheap black suits and thin black ties under long green dusters. Their names are Vincent Vega, white, and Jules Winfield, black. Jules is behind the wheel. Okay, now tell me about the hash bars. What do you want to know? Well, hash is legal there, right? Yeah, it's legal, but 100% legal. I mean, you can't walk into a restaurant, roll a joint, and start puffing away. You're only supposed to smoke in your home or certain designated places. Those are the hash bars? Yeah, Breck, sound like this. It's legal to buy it. It's legal to own it. And if you're the proprietor of a hash bar, It's legal to sell it. It's legal to carry it, which doesn't really matter because get a load of this. If the cops stop you, it's illegal for them to search you. Searching you is a right the cops in Amsterdam don't have. That did it, man. I'm fucking gone. That's all there is to it. You'll dig it the most. But you know what the funniest thing about Europe is? What? It's the little differences. A lot of the same shit we got here, they got there, but they're just a little different. Example. Well, in Amsterdam, you could buy a beer in a movie theater. And I don't mean in a paper cup either. They give you a glass of beer. In Paris, you can buy a beer at McDonald's. Also, you know what they call a quarter pounder with cheese in Paris? They don't call it a quarter pounder with cheese. No, they got the metric system there. They wouldn't know what the fuck a quarter pounder is. What do they call it? Royale with cheese. Royale with cheese? What do they call a Big Mac? Big Mac's a Big Mac, but they call it Le Big Mac. What do they call a Whopper? I don't know. I didn't go to the Burger King. But you know what they put on French fries in Holland instead of ketchup? What? Mayonnaise. God damn. I seen them do it. And I don't mean a little bit on the side of the plate. They fucking drown them in it. Ugh. We should have shotguns for this kind of deal. How many up there? 3 or 4. So there could be 5 guys up there? It's possible. We should have fucking shotguns. Okay, it's getting pretty violent at this point. I don't know. Oh, ugh. I'm not saying that. Okay, this movie gets pretty extreme. I'm going to go to another movie. Okay, wait a minute. I'll see. Okay. White Palace. That was a good movie. Or was it boring? I don't know. Okay. When Harry Met Sally. I'm not a huge fan of this movie, but let me try it. Okay. When Harry Met Sally, Columbia, 1989. Screenplay by Nora Ephron. Directed by Rob Reiner. Characters: Sally, Meg Bryan. Harry, Billy Crystal. Notes: 5 years ago, Harry and Sally shared a car from the University of Chicago to New York City together. They didn't know each other that well. Harry was dating Sally's friend Amanda. They didn't exactly hit it off. Harry completely annoyed Sally, and when he propositioned her, she refused. He insisted that men and women could never be friends because there's always sexual tension between them. They went their separate ways, but now, 5 years later, Harry recognizes Sally's boyfriend, Joe, as he's dropping Sally off, and later on the plane, he strikes up a conversation. Interior plane day. The plane is in flight, en route from New York to Washington. Sally is in a middle seat in the crowded all-coach plane. She has the New York Times on her lap, but she's staring to the middle distance. A little smile on her face. There's a man in the aisle next to her. In the row and back of her in the aisle seat is Harry. His head pops up. Sally starts to read the newspaper. The man in the aisle looks up at Harry, who's still looming over him, trying to place Sally. Harry pops down. The stewardess comes down the aisle with the drink cart. And what would you like to drink? Do you have any Bloody Mary mix? Yes. She starts to pour. No, wait. Here's what I want. Regular tomato juice, filled about 3/4, and add a splash of Bloody Mary mix. Just a splash, and Harry's head starts to rise again. What do you mean Harry's head? Okay, okay. Um, a little piece of lime, but on the side. The University of Chicago, right? Sally turns, sees Harry, then turns back around. Yes. Did you look this good at the University of Chicago? No. He's being mischievous here. Did we ever? She can't believe him. No. We drove from Chicago to New York together after graduation. The man in the aisle has been listening and watching all this. Man in the aisle. Would you two like to sit together? No. Great, thank you. Harry and the man in the aisle change seats, and Harry sits down next to Sally. Okay. You are a friend of. You can't remember the name. Amanda's. I can't believe you can't remember her name. What do you mean? I can remember. Amanda, right? Amanda Rice? Reese, right. That's what I said. Whatever happened to her? I have no idea. You have no idea? You were really good friends with her. We didn't make it because we were such a good friends. You went with her. And it was worth it. The sacrifice for a friend you haven't kept her in touch with. Okay, I'm not going to read the rest of this. Let's see what else we got. Okay, Clerks. Okay, I'm just gonna read the dialogue. I'm not gonna read the setup and everything. It's just okay. Enter the convenience store day. Ryder pulls a soda from the cooler. Want something to drink? I'm buying. No thanks. Who was on the phone this morning at about 2:30? He's trying to call for half an hour. Why? I wanted to use your car. He walks by a row of snacks and grabs one without looking. Snack cake. Dante sits in the seat behind the register. Randall grabs a paper and joins him behind the counter. You don't want to know. You called Caitlin again. She called me. Did you tell Veronica? One fight a day with Veronica is about all I could stomach, thanks. What do you two fight about? I guess it's not really fighting. She just wants me to leave her, go back to school, and get some direction. How about the most frequent topic of arguments is Caitlin Bree? You win. I'm going to offer you some advice, my friend. Let the past be the past. Forget Caitlin Bree. You've been going out with Veronica for how long now? 7 months. Chick's nuts about you. How long did you date Caitlin? 5 years. Chick only made you nuts. She cheated on you how many times? 8.5. 8.5. Party at John K's senior year. I get blitzed and pass out in his bedroom. Caitlin comes in and dives all over me. That's cheating? In the middle of it, she calls me Brad. She called you Brad. She called me Brad. That's not cheating. People say crazy shit during sex. One time I called this girl Bertha, and her name was Barbara. That's funny because it's not funny, I think. Okay, anyway. I hit the lights and she freaks. Turns out she thought I was Brad Michelson. What do you mean? She was supposed to meet Brad Michelson in a bedroom. She picked the wrong one. She had no idea I was even at the party. Oh my God. Great story, isn't it? That girl was vile to you. Interesting postscript to that story. Did you do you know who wound up going up with Brad Michelson in the other dark room? Your mother, Ellen Harris. Chess team, Ellen Harris. The two moved to Idaho together after graduation. They raised sheep. That's frightening. It takes different strokes to move the world. In the light of this lurid tale, I don't see how you could even romanticize your relationship with Caitlin. She broke your heart and inadvertently drove men to deviant lifestyles. Because there was a lot of good in our relationship. Oh, yeah, I'm serious. Aside from the cheating, we were a great couple. That's what high school is all about. Algebra, bad lunch, and infidelity. You think things would be any different now? They are. When she calls me now, she's a different person. She's frightened and vulnerable. She's about to finish college and enter the real world. That's got to be scary for anyone. Oh, shit. I've got to place an order. I'm talking to myself here. No, I'm listening. She's leaving college and she's looking for me for support. And I think this is leading our relationship to a new level. What about Veronica? I think the arguments Veronica and I are having are some kind of manifestation of a subconscious desire to break away from her so that I can pursue the possibility of a more meaningful relationship with Caitlin. Caitlin's on the same wavelength? I think it's safe to say yes. Then I think all four of you had better sit down and talk it over. All four? You, Veronica, Caitlin, and Caitlin's fiance. The headline of the engagement announcement reads, "Bree to wed Asian design major." You're just going to lock the store like that? I want to talk to you about something. I don't want to be disturbed. You saw it. Very dramatic, I thought. It's not what you think. What, it's worse? You're pregnant with an Asian design major's child? I'm not pregnant. Were you going to tell me or just send an invitation? Wait a minute. Okay, so I'm going to go to another script now. Let's see what else. Which one? Do the Right Thing. Great script. It was a screenplay by Spike Lee, directed by Spike Lee. Characters: Tina, Rosie Perez, Mookie, Spike Lee. Okay. Delivery for Shell's famous pizzeria. What took you so long? Is it hot? Lady, I've never delivered a cold pizza in my life. You know you think you're slick, Tina. I know. How else was I going to get you up here? I haven't seen you for a week. I'm working. I'm making money, getting paid. Where's the ice cream? The Haagen-Dazs peanut butter pecan, or peanut butter pecan, butter pecan. Oh shit, I forgot. And I really wanted some ice cream too. I can run out and get it. No, you won't come back either. I can't be staying long anyway. How long then? Long enough for us to do the nasty. That's out. No, it's too hot. You think I'm going to let you? Okay, wait a minute. A quickie, Blue Moon. Well, then, what else? Okay, let's see. Um, what dialogue do I want to say? Let me see. Oh, let's see. Okay. Let's see what else. Eddie Hall, Woody Allen. What? It's me. Open up. Are you okay? What's the matter? So I'm trying to do my Woody Allen voice. How does that sound like Woody Allen? I'll do my best. Oh, are you all right? Wait. What? There's a spider in the bedroom. What? There's a big black spider in the bedroom. That sounds more like John Travolta. Oh, wait. Okay. That's what you got me here at 3 o'clock in the morning? Because there's a spider in the bed in the bathroom? My God. You know how I am about insects. Ooh. I can't sleep with a live thing crawling around in the bathroom. Kill it. For God's sakes, what's wrong with you? Don't you have a can of Raid in the house? That's an excellent Woody Allen impression, isn't it? Okay. No. I told you 1,000 times. It sounds like Woody Allen crossed with like some Southern hick or something. Anyways, okay. You should always keep a lot of insect spray. You never know who's going to crawl over. But then move for the hallway. I know. And a first aid kit and a fire extinguisher. Jesus. All right, give me a magazine. It's kind of fun trying to do a Woody Allen impression, even if it comes out like shit. Okay, because I'm a little tired. Annie moves past him and off. You know, and you joke about me and you make fun of me, but I'm prepared for anything, an emergency, a tidal wave, an earthquake. Now it sounds like a cross between like a British gentleman and Woody Allen. Okay, wait. He looks over on a bookcase and picks up a pamphlet. Hey, what is this? What? Did you go to a rat concert? Yeah. Oh. Oh yeah, really? How did you like it? Was it like, I mean, was it heavy? Did it achieve total heavy-acity? Or was it was great. Okay, I'm just going to go to some other script. Okay, wait a minute. Body Heat? That was with, okay, Warner Brothers, 1981. Body Heat. Screenplay by Lawrence Kasdan. Directed by Lawrence Kasdan. Characters mainly Kathleen Turner, Racine William Hurt. The late great William Hurt, who passed away about a year ago, I think. Okay, so exterior, the beachfront walkway of night. Okay, let's see. Now I want to read the script. Okay, wait a minute. Let's see. Some of this dialogue appeals to me more than other. Some of more than this other shit. Let's see what else. Grand Canyon. That's a really good movie. Wait a minute. Love Life. Raising Arizona, excellent movie. Okay, that was enough.